Hello everyone. I'm going to talk right now about if Mary remained a virgin after she gave birth or no. Her mother's name was Hannah, and in Hebrew was Hanan, and her father Joachim. And her mother decided to give her baby away if God gave her a baby. And she did. She gave Mary to his holy temple. And there's theory says that Mary had a sister, her name is Mary too, and they depend on the verse that says, "Now there is stood by the cross of Jesus, his mother and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene." John 19, verse 25. And who don't believe that Mary was a virgin after give birth, they depend on 4 points. The first point is the word woman. When Jesus called her woman, my hour not come yet. And the second point is the verse that says, "And Joseph knew her not until she had brought forth her firstborn son, and he called his name is Jesus." Matt chapter 1 verse 25. And third point is the word firstborn, and the point number 4 is when they told Jesus that his mother and his brother is waiting for him. So we are going to talk about these 4 points one by one. The first point, the word until, don't mean that something didn't happen in past and happened in future. For example, if I will say about myself, I was a sinner in past, this is not means I am not sinner now, and not means I am sinner now. It can mean the both ways. This verse, the student of Jesus, he just confirming to Jews that she was a virgin and she was pregnant by the Holy Spirit, because we're doubting about if Joseph and Mary had a relation together, and they were asking, where did Jesus come? And let's see an example from the Bible about this. The word until, it is in the Old Testament Torah, and there is a verse that says, "Therefore Michal, the daughter of Saul, had no child unto the day of her death." Samuel chapter 2 verse 6 and 23. Read it. And there is another verse, "And he sent forth a raven which went forth to and fro until the water were dried up from the earth." Genesis 8 verse 7. So if we read the Bible letter by letter, we would say that the raven came back to the ship, but this is not happening. So these are 2 verses from Bible. There's a lot of verses, but because I want to make this video short, so I'm trying to make it fast. There is too many words that prove that the word until didn't mean that it is happened in past or didn't happen. The word first, second point, the firstborn. I will give you a real example from real life. I am the firstborn, and I had a brother and I had sister. And my cousin is the firstborn, and he had no brother and he have no sister. So it could be the same way. I am single, and it can be I have brother and sister. Let us take example from the Bible for this. First example, God said, "Send unto me all the firstborn, whatsoever opens the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and of the beast. It is mine. It is in Exodus 13 verse 2. And remember when God said, my first begotten son. This not means that he have another son. And also there is a question about this. My cousin have no brother and sister. What I'm going to call him? Firstborn or no? And the question is, did you remember Egyptian and Moses when he was in Egypt, and God, he beat all the firstborn of animals and people? Did he just pick the people, the child that have, or the persons that have brother or sister or whatever, and he left who is just single, the firstborn single one? This is a big question. And the point number 3 is the word woman. Well, I can call a girl 20 years old a woman. She is a woman. And remember, God, he called Eve a woman before even she realizes that she is naked with Adam, before they even realized that they were naked. A word woman can be called for a girl, for a woman, married woman, not married woman, even for engagement. And go to Bible, Old Testament, and read the book that its name, it's a hard name in English, I don't know, I'm just trying to practice my English. It is Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy, or something like this. Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 23 and 24, and the same book, chapter 20 and verse 7. And go to Luke and read chapter 2 and verse 4 and 5. You will find same example that God call and people call the engagement girl is a woman. And the point number 4, his brothers. And there's 3 stories. The first one, someone his name Helphidius, and who said that Jesus had brothers, and another one he said that Joseph was married before Mary, and last one that Mary had a sister and her name is Mary too. And the word brother and or sister in that time is still means the brother from the mother and father, and also can and also a close person from the family. Let us take examples from the Bible of this. Lot was the son of Abraham's brother, and the Bible said, and when Abraham heard that his brother was taken captive, and armed his trained servant born in his own house 318, and pursued them into Dan. Genesis 14:14. And let's take another example. Do you remember Eliezer died? When Eliezer died, he had no sons but daughters, and their brethren, the sons of Kish, took them. It is Chronicles 23 verse 22. So it is great example that I can call my cousins brother and sister, and ask any Hebrew, ask about the culture in this time. The Hebrew used to call their cousin my brother. The Virgin Mary never had other children than Jesus. Then Jesus, the incarnated, the word Logos, and was not really married to Joseph. The social economic relationship between Mary and Joseph before they got married doesn't directly translate it into modern society. They were closer than Peter said, closer than engaged, closer than fiancé but less than married. And there is 2 points I want to speak about them. 2 important points that comes in my mind. The first point, if I am Joseph, and of course I am sinner and I am not worthy to call myself Joseph, how could I let my heart lost the mother of God, the mother of Jesus? How could my brain think about her this way? How could my brain think and desire her? I'm not saying that physical relation between couple married is wrong, or when I think about her in desire way or something, or I feel lost inside me for her, is wrong or right. I'm saying this is another case. It is Virgin Mary. It is the point of Bible, the Virgin Mary. How can how can I let myself touch the woman that she brought Jesus? How could my brain think about her in this way? And there is another point, that imagine if okay, Jesus had brother from Joseph and Mary, from the Joseph flesh and blood and Mary flesh and blood. How could I trust Bible after I knew that Jesus had brother from the same parents? How could I not believe that maybe Jesus is the same? If this verse that talking about his mother and brother waiting you outside, if it was talking about they are his brothers in reality, how could I believe that Jesus not came from the same way? The verse that speaks about when Jesus said, this is the carpenter's son and his mother and his brother, blah blah blah. Why you believe in the second half of the verse and left the first half when they said, this is the carpenter's son? If you're going to believe in the whole sentence, if you're going to believe that they are his brothers, then believe that Joseph was his father by flesh and blood. Don't separate verse. Don't read it and I don't know. And there is a lot of verses we read it, but it is really confirming that Virgin Mary is the mother of the Virgin Mary was a virgin, remain a virgin after she gave birth. Well, it is I'm confused in this video because it is maybe number 7 I trying to record this, and every time happening something with me, something before I had no voice and my friend came. There are a lot of things, so maybe in a few days I'm going to make a better video. Thank you for listening, and I'm ready for discussing everything and answer any question with you. And I hope you read the Old and New Testament and read about Virgin Mary to believe that she is remain a virgin or no after she gave birth. And I believe that you will find truth. Thank you.